Alright. I guess it wasn't meant for that first glitch in section. It is what it is, you know. We back live again. We back live. I don't know what happened. My mind ain't right. I can never get the box straight for nothing. That's the best I can do right there. That's the best I can do right there. This looks like about to be a slow ride. It's crazy. Yeah, it was just that this what you call it. So you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I was waiting on more people to actually smash my head in, but I gotta wait for the people with the names and it's actually like before I resetted my live, it was about 7 people, at least 7 people that get what I was talking about, right? But hey, I'm the type that gotta speak on the stuff that need to be spoke on. You know what I'm saying? Everything gotta get talked about. You know, it ain't trying to throw no jabs and nothing like that or make somebody feel bad. But I just need people to be aware of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So they know what the deal and they gotta fix whatever problems they got with them. Cause like we don't want to be lying to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Want to lie to ourselves just to make ourselves feel good. Nah, whatever you got you stressing about or whatever insecurities you got in yourself, you need to go ahead and take care of that or figure a way out. Talk to some people, man. So lying to yourself ain't gonna do nothing. It's not. Sometimes it's a narcissist. Oh, yeah, I feel you, and I totally agree on that situation too, man. Most definitely, I would say that too. The people that think higher or above other people, they got that mentality. That's what make them get by in life. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't tell them nothing, man. That's why I had to. I was gonna say a low confidence, but I feel like it's more. It's a lot to just that. You know what I'm saying? So names say a lot. It says a lot. I think everybody names got a meaning behind it. So but those type of stuff like goddesses and God and all this stuff when we all humans, it's like, why lie to ourselves? You working a job just like me. What make you a god? You know what I'm saying? What the freak make you a king or a queen? I ain't never seen a king or a queen working 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Type of stuff is that? What's the deal? Fairy tale? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? She come with the new saying. Howdy, cowboy. How you feeling, man? Yes, says sleepy. Oh yeah, what time? Let me guess your time. Hold on, let me guess. Let me guess. And is it 1:45? 1:45. 1:45 in the morning. Yes, I'm getting it. See, I be paying attention a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got you. Thought it was like 5 hours ahead. I remember now. Have you ever heard of a low tier god? He's super narcissistic, narcissistic Street Fighter player. What the freak? Oh my! He said, "I'm so freaking proud." Yeah, I be trying to remember what I can remember. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be trying to keep asking the same questions over and over again. Sometimes I might forget, but I was almost about to say 6 hours, but I was like, hold up, something just don't seem right. Let me go back 5. I think it's 5. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got it now. We got it. I'm gonna lock that in. Boop, boop. Lock that up in there real quick. Said that. So hold up. So that's the name. That's what he. You say he a Street Fighter player? My boy must be going in. he gets he gets massively enraged when he loses and calls anyone who beats him trash and blocks him. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's something serious right there. Oh my. That's something serious. Yeah, that's serious, man. My mind ain't right. Yeah, man, that junk it's like that, you know. We need to stop lying to ourselves. That's all I was saying. I feel like this junk no different from people that be calling themselves 10, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same level. This is the exact same level. Like, why lie to yourself? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with being a human? What's wrong with being normal? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Why do I have to lie to myself to big myself up, right? I mean, I get some people doing it. Maybe you needed to do it, but if you living all your life, right, doing the same, saying the same thing, like when we gonna grow up? You know what I'm saying? It was cute to call yourself princess and all that stuff when you were a little kid, but dang. Yeah, we was all there. What's the deal, Mr. Terrorhawk in the building? Uh, can't believe. Yeah, I know that 1.4K, man. I know it is what it is, man. I had to. I mean, I was back on, but this junk was like it wasn't showing my face and stuff. So I just reset the whole live. Like whatever, man. If the other people come back, it is what it is. We was like 14 people up in here though, but it is what it is. Hey, but some of y'all in here going send some invites. Y'all see them green little dots on their name? Send them in here. Send some invites to them kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? So what my man say? Who this dating a single mom is like playing another in the same game for nice guys finish last. Also guys finish on her back. What the heck? My boy just came up with his own thing. GG. Said what the topic say. So the topic is a lot of people that use the titles like king, queen, goddess, god, beautiful, and etc. You know what I'm saying? There she go. had to test it out to see you get your first black virginity going up in this boy. You know what I'm saying? And a little taste and laugh and learns room real quick. You know what I'm saying? Did she tag the name too? That's dirty. I ain't never seen I have never seen somebody rub it in like that. You don't block them and rub that, then tag their name. I gave the right person some power. She gonna make it sting and stick to. That's some funny stuff. That is funny. Go put the little laugh symbol and tag them right after you block them. That's wow. That's like over unalive. That's some funny stuff. Oh, he caught me off guard, but yeah, man. What happened? I was saying about oh, this probably ain't it then. So yeah, man. Oh man, yeah. I feel like did I have somebody at the Oh yeah, but it's 4 people in here. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up anyway, though. But basically, what I'm getting to about that is like, it do usually be something behind that situation. Like I said, it's cool. No different from kind of like little. What was that? Certain stuff is like a motivation thing, right? To motivate yourself or whatever to make you feel better. I think we just talked about something like that yesterday, right? But I understand that though. But at the end of the day, like when you gotta live your life to make it seem like, and some of them, like you said, is either a narcissistic type mentality, right? Or some people is just, got that, they gotta live with this to make themselves feel above, other people, so they don't be, what I'm saying? What was wrong with Norm? You were saying, right? Exactly. What's wrong with, right? Exactly, and that's the thing. So they, it's like them the same people that probably don't want to fit in with they want to be with the popular, the ones that want to be seen, and stuff like that. So yeah, they don't know nothing about, it's even like I said, it's no different from the people that call themselves 10 and stuff. How can they make it seem like you can't be confident in whatever, be a regular number, whatever these rating stuff is. I don't never heard this rating stuff until I guess women start doing that stuff. I never heard a man rate themselves, you know what I'm saying? So, but that'd be weird. Bro, I'm a 10, you know what I'm saying? I'm a 10, I'm a 9, a sexy little 9, Now, I don't think we play them little games, though, but I'm just saying, like, it's no different from that, though. It's like what's wrong with being whatever? Confidence and that is two different things. Like, you can be confident in whoever you are. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to lie to ourselves, right, to make ourselves up. That mean, because that's like validation. You looking for somebody else, right? When you put down stuff like king and I'm a 10 and queen and goddess and all that stuff, like, bro, that's why I said I don't be caring when people be calling me that, because that's why most of the time I'll be like, I'm just a human, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no human, I'm not no king, no goddess, or no god, or none of that stuff. You can call me that or whatever, but I'm no different from the rest of these humans. We all bleed the same way. If I was a god, then I'd be taking a lot of risks, you know what I'm saying? I'd be rich right now, you know what I'm saying? But man, ain't no point, man. I never seen no guy sit there and work at a 9 to 5. It's like, this is so funny to me. A god, a king, a queen. Why are you working at McDonald's? If you, this just be so funny to me, dog. Like, but I mean, I don't know if they want to they saying I'm taking the name too literal or not. But like, what other meaning is like for that? Like, I never got it. Like, I understand that a lot of us, right? We might went through a lot of stuff back in our days and traumas and all that stuff. So maybe we had to put a title on us to make ourselves feel better and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she said hi to my backup. Let me see if but I'm scared of getting tagged now. After I seen that, I'm about to watch my own backup, make sure he ain't saying I'm talking to. I see that smiley face with the back. I know what's coming behind that. I'm gonna like Gigi. I'm gonna like her. But man, it's like I just never got it though. I see a lot of people just floating on this app that be doing that. Like, they got it in their name. Of course, they ain't gonna take it back. I'm pretty sure that's gonna make people a little bit whatever angry. Few people understand it, right? But my thing is, like, I just want to know, like, what is the reason? Like, I think I know the reason though, but it's just like the whole point of me doing this is, like I said, I want to make them aware of what they're doing. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. They're just following the trends and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That this person feel this way, so I think I feel this way too. So like I said, I know it's a build a confidence thing, but you ain't gonna build confidence up that type of way. If you gotta still live your life, still calling yourself this to build confidence, something that you still it's something that you still gotta work on, right? Because I have never seen, well, calling yourself God and goddesses from my perspective is a spiritual thing. We are fragments of God, so yeah. I don't know what's wrong with human though. I never understood that. I thought we were just all humans. I don't get it. Cause like, even to say that, right? Even as a spiritual thing or we part of God, it's like what make us different from humans. I want to say that. Like, what will make us different from a human? What is a human then? If that's the case, if a lot of us is gods, then what is a human? Or if it's people that actually think they are gods above other humans, right? What make them different from them? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of gaps in that situation. That's what I'm trying to figure. Cause it's like either we all gods, right, or we all humans, or some of us is gods and some of us is humans. But then if that's the case, then like I said, what make that person more of a god than a human than the other person? Well, some of the times the gods is working under the humans. You know what I'm saying? What the freak? Like, how's it a human? You working a 9 to 5 to a human and you a god? I never understood that. So I don't know. But maybe it might be a little bit. I'm gonna figure this out by the end of the night, man. I gotta cause I got on late today, though. I got about an hour and some change for y'all, hour and a half, maybe. Maybe two. I might can do to 10, right? But yeah, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this situation though, because like I said, everybody names has a meaning, even my name, right? Or if you just look at people's names, it's a meaning behind the situation, and it's a character. You know what I'm saying? It's built off their type of character or the way of thinking. Some stuff is like they said. Somebody mentioned earlier. Sometimes it can be like a. That's why I said it's an insecurity. Sometimes be a narcissistic trait behind situations. What the heck is a slime? What the heck? My boy came in with a slimy. With at least you ain't bring the baby hair bandits. And what's the deal, Rebel? How you feeling, man? Self-empowerment, self-love, enlightened to the truth is different for everyone, though. Oh yeah, I feel you though, and that's what I said. It kind of like ties into like what we was talking about yesterday, where people have to. I think that was yesterday, right? Where people sometimes got to, tell them stuff. Oh no, that was another thing. It was some. No, I know we be talking about that a lot though. A lot of stuff ties it, but where some people have to uplift them. But even with that, right, self-empowerment and all that stuff, it's still, it's some type of insecurity. That's the reason why I came with that. Because you got to empower yourself some type of way, right, to make yourself feel better about whatever you got that you hiding or whatever you're not confident in. You know what I'm saying? So it's something you got to live by to keep your mental straight. Like, you know what, I'm this person. That's what anything, like to motivate yourself and all that stuff. So I think a name should be, it should be more than that than just a name, right? Because a name it means a lot, right? Because everybody else is reading it. It ain't just for you. Like, I can get that if you had it like internally or you speak it to yourself, but when you have a name, that's for everybody to see, right? When you call yourself God, goddess, or whatever, all that stuff, whatever, it's still for somebody to see. I can see if you was internally feeling that way or something like that, right? That's like self-motivation thing. But once you broadcast it or put it out, that's a whole different other thing. That's what I'm saying. It's something. But a lot of people is more worried about that. That's why I be telling people about. Some people are more worried about their image than their character, right? And we got it all backwards. When you work on your character, then the image is gonna show no matter what. But people be worried about, having a good image on that stuff, but they're not really good people. You know what I'm saying? They want to look good in front of everybody else, but then you going home, you looking you terrible. Eventually, it's going to show, right? You can put this little fake, situation on the outside, but your inside is still going to reveal itself, no matter how we want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people to work more on your character than your image. But this is an image type world though nowadays. Everybody want to look the part and fit in and all this situation and don't want to be considered lame, right? You know what I'm saying? That's a bad thing, nah. But they gonna realize when we get older, lame is the best thing you can ever do in your life. You know what I'm saying? It's the best thing. You know what I'm saying? It's less stress, it's less, all that stuff. So people gonna know. People gonna see. But right now, everybody live fast life, live best way, fit in, don't be cool, all this stuff, it is, but they get mad about the outcome that come behind it. That's where the traumas and the mental stuff go on and listening to all these people because people don't have a mind of their own nowadays, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But you said power in the use of names, most definitely. Private life versus private private life versus public life. Yep, exactly. But man, that's why I want to ask for because I know pretty sure it's gonna be some people with the titles in here. That's why I know they're gonna pop up in here maybe today. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on for a couple hours, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna. So that's why I say if not, you know what I'm saying, prove me a different reason behind this situation. Because like I said. Like no matter thought I heard something. No matter how we dang, what was I saying? I got sidetracked. I heard some noises down there. But what the heck was I talking about? I just got sidetracked. That Take something to take my mental off. Is that ADHD kicking in? I don't know. Something straight just took my attention away. I was trying to hear what was down there. But dang, what the heck was I talking about? But whatever. Basically, I'm just saying it's like it is always some type of, that's what I was talking about. It's an insecurity behind that, and even like explaining what happened earlier, right? It usually be an insecurity behind them situations. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, we want to dig into more than just the name, right? Because it's just an image, right? That's just an image. So we want to. Oh my gosh, this dude just this dude he half stepped this. We didn't even say hi or nothing. Just threw the mustache on my head. Man, that's some good looks, man. Oh my. I don't forgot what I'm saying. But no, like my thing is like like I said, we got to stop worrying about our image, man. The internal is what matters. Like I said, that's where we lose our peace, our happiness, and all that stuff because we always trying to please or look a certain way to everybody else, right? I think when you get to a point in life where you stop caring about what others, feel or think about you, that's when you like a lot of that stress and a lot of that, insecurities about yourself, all that stuff kind of lowers and it don't be that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother thing. What's the deal? BK in the building. How you feeling, man? Kind of busy at the moment, brother. I'll be back. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Good looks, man. Good. But yeah, man. That's why I said it's just like I said, I look at this no different from, I could have threw that in there. But that's part of the setter. It's so many names. What I miss, like emperor, and prince and princess, and uh, the above all. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's so many names out here nowadays. And like I said, it's something that's in behind it. Just like somebody mentioned earlier, it can be a narcissistic trait too. You know what I'm saying? That's not being, confronted about. But it's just all type of stuff hidden behind just that name, the names alone. You know what I'm saying? When you got to call yourself all these things, it's always a reason behind you calling yourself that, right? Uh, I don't lay myself any of those titles, but I definitely know my work. Exactly. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Is this another agreement between us? No, I gotta put this in a chart. It might be number 7. Number 4, number 5, number 4 or 5. We getting somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Man, good looks, my boy Nazia. Is I saying it right? I gotta get. I think I saying it right, right? I gotta get used to your name, man. I'm sorry. Consciousness. I'm just calling you King of Consciousness. Okay, I hear you. King of Consciousness. Like, no, stupid. We talking about you today now, so I'm talking Jumbo. Hey, but what was I talking about? But yeah, I think Nasia, right? Nasia. I think I said it right, right? Nasia. Okay, there we go. We good now. Now we Gucci now, man. All right, for sure, man. Gotta make sure I'm saying it right, You just join the fam and stuff. I gotta remember, fam names, But yeah, man. But yeah, I see. Like I said, confidence and a name is two different things. That's why I said when you work on your character, that's where you build your confidence at. That's where you deal with your insecurities, or because usually everybody got some, or still going to have them. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of life. Everybody has something that they're not secure in, which make it a insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't have something that they don't feel like. It's always like that. But it's just got to be. We just got to be, realistic about our situation and deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So. All of us have something. It's always something we're going to be insecure about. But it's just like it's a whole nother level when you got to lie to yourself, right? To make yourself feel better. Why isn't anyone? I don't know. I think people scared of the box today. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like nah. But hold on real quick. When I retired, I became an unemployed peasant. You can call me what you want. Oh man, not a peasant, man. Why you just can't be an unemployed human? You know what I'm saying? Unemployed, good, great man. That's all we gotta be, man. These titles don't make us, man. We supposed to make our title. You know what I'm saying? I be saying some stuff I don't even get it. It just be coming off the top of my head. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, we supposed to make our title, man. We don't let these titles make us. It was something I had thought about too earlier today. It was a saying. It was another saying I had thought about as I was listening to one of my lives and stuff. It was something. I'm gonna figure it out though. Oh, now I was thinking about, and I might make that alive though. I said if you, because I was hearing like, I was listening to some, because we was talking about feelings, right? I thought about it something. I said, if you don't control your feelings gonna control you. I thought about that. That's real talk right there. If you think about that, I might make that a topic though. But before I get shifted off, right? I just want a story in my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You said yes. Welcome to the live, whoever games. Welcome to the live, man. Never seen. What you saying yes about, man? What you feel the title, man? You feel it? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But is it even up though? Is my stuff up? I don't even know. Is the boxes up? I don't know. I can't tell. Let me see something real quick. Let me make sure. I'll press it off and then on because I know this thing be tripping sometimes, so I don't know. But yeah, man. Oh, what the heck? As soon as I turn it off and on. Wow, I guess my job doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's showing.
Was it showing before or no?
Yeah, it was.
It was. Okay, I got you. It was what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they scared.
Petty Sam, what's the deal? Petty Sam, she don't give a. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That might be her new last name right there. Petty Sam. I be giving a lot of y'all some names, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can pay me up a little bit when I give y'all them names. You know what I'm saying? Petty Sam, don't give a. You know what I'm saying? Uh. Hi, how are you, sir? What's the deal, Steven, man? How you feeling? How you feeling, man? And how y'all feel about this topic, man? I know y'all run into queens and kings and the beautiful, the BB. Let me not talk about that. That's gonna be a whole nother. I'm gonna get towed, but that's still part of it, though. Like I ain't never heard a skinny BB, a beautiful. Whatever. What are we saying? Skinny. I trying to make it fit though, but we know. Well,
Yeah,
I never understood that either, though.
yeah. Tell you, but a lot of people. I ain't gonna say. I can't say. A lot of them don't look in the mirror. Some,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying. And there's nothing wrong with calling, somebody calling you king or queen. You know what I mean. But when you start self-titling yourself, I,
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's something deeper. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just my opinion. I mean, I may be wrong, but a lot of times when you do that, it's something that you're doubting. You gotta,
Exactly.
so that's just how I feel about it. I may be
Mm-hmm.
wrong, you know what I mean, till someone show me different. I mean, I just feel
That's why
like,
I put that second part. I'm like, what other, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see all the meanings, but from my observation, that's what I've been seeing lately. I ain't gonna lie.
right.
Cause like, why state it? You know what I'm saying? Why make it a name for everybody to see? You know what I'm saying? It's something up. You know what I'm
Because you're a king, I mean, you know what I mean? I understand somebody say king or queen. I understand that, you know what I mean? But a queen can be an empty statement.
saying? Mm-hmm.
I mean, so why would you want somebody to call you queen and don't have a real meaning behind it? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I see you about to get somewhere, man. You about to make the room jump to 300. I see you at the top
I'm,
yourself.
yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch
I
what
knew
I
what you
see.
was about to get to. Like, hold on, wait. I was like, I want to say that too for a minute, but let me not. You know,
But
if you ain't got the statement and the name,
I'm not gonna go there.
that was fun.
I'm not gonna go there.
I'm gonna say KS was gonna thank you. You know what I'm saying from his grave. Sorry, let me stop.
No,
Uh,
you come up here and get to it.
right, come on, Gigi. You know she gonna have some good stuff. But or she
You,
might be on her duties. You know what I'm saying? So
you should be
ain't
off work by now. I'll be a king.
Gigi Kev. No, I'll request if I can.
There she
Oh,
is.
don't tell me, Petty. Don't tell me they done got you.
I didn't know if I could come up yet. Hey
Oh,
y'all.
everybody, y'all already know y'all
What's
up
up?
anytime, you know.
Good. It'll be easier for me to moderate from the box.
Okay, right.
Oh,
You get to
yeah.
look. See, look, all you gotta do is look down and look like you looking at. You like, hold up, what's going on over there? You know what I'm saying? Just move the head over there, like, it's like what y'all doing over there? Chill. It's like, but
Yes, that'll be my job.
mm,
Oh, I got to. Oh, good job. Good job. Good job. You're doing a great
yeah, I'm
job.
about to give it. I'm gonna give it probably. I might do the 10 today. You know what I'm saying? I probably is gonna do it just because I got on so late. But I'm gonna
And
do it because I want to get all these people. We gonna get to the bottom of this situation. I just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to start nothing with nobody, but I just want to see these different reasons. Even though some of the times I might know the reason, but I just want to know, and I want people to be aware. That's all it is. Like,
Yeah,
hey, we
you want
gotta
to get
fix
different.
this.
I tried to get Pretty to come up
Right, I see
because
with the smile.
yeah,
Okay, I see you, Gigi. I see you.
I wanted to hear what they were saying that the name doesn't mean anything anymore. So maybe people are doing it just like as I don't know, an accessory.
To fit
Yeah,
in, right? Something.
I think that's probably all it is. It's trying to fit into
See
a
what the
narrative. A narrative. You know what I mean? That everybody's saying it, and it sounds cool, and you get more response from it. You know what I mean? In which I can honestly say, I mean, I call somebody a queen just to get a response. You know what I mean? I can just speak for myself. I can't speak for everybody. You know what I mean? So, but
hmm
then when I found the real meaning of it, I'm like, every female is not a queen.
So when you say that the real meaning, what do you mean? What is the real meaning?
She's not a ruler over anything. She's a
hmm
ruler over her own situation. You know what I mean? And everyone is not shouldn't be called a queen because every female is not a ruler over their situation. You know,
Mm.
like you, like
And I thought the real one too, right? I thought that was something where everybody have to make an agreement on. You know what I'm saying? I never thought that somebody could just claim their own self as one. Like, you know what, I'm one because I feel like one today. You know what I'm saying? I thought a king gotta have people that work for them or something like that. Or you know what I'm saying, kings and queens. Something gotta be behind it, right? That's
yeah,
what I thought.
yeah. Eddie said
So
it, and you can't be. And I wouldn't dare call myself a king,
Ain't
especially
gonna
by
pay
my,
the UK. You know she ain't gonna hold her. Y'all don't know
I
her though, but
mean,
she don't hold her tongue.
she all right.
but that's okay. But for
Yeah.
real though, who says queens didn't do that?
It ain't what they say. You can pretty look at it on TikTok. You can look at some women out here in the real world that don't hold their ground. You got to be able to be silent, seen sometimes, and be heard sometimes. You have to pick and choose when to fight a battle. Every battle ain't for a person to fight every single time.
But tie
You know.
that in with king and queen titles. I'm not
Well,
getting
with a
it.
with a king, you have to rule over your domain, over your place. You know what I mean? If you're not ruling where you at, how can you call yourself king if your house is in chaos?
Mm,
You know what I'm
You can
saying?
even if it's your own house, right? You still don't own it. You know what I'm
That,
saying? Even if you own it, you still gotta pay taxes. So it's
you
like,
still,
are
you
you
know what I'm
still
saying?
really a
No,
king?
what I'm saying by a king, you know what I'm saying? Now you still gonna do what the law requires. You know what I'm saying?
What
But
type of king?
when you're a king in your home, everything runs off what you're saying. Not
Mm,
everything. Like your kids are in order. Your wife is straight. Your girlfriend is straight. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
You have the right to say, well, hey, I'm going out here to work. My wife is home taking care of what, however the situation you have in your home. You know what I'm saying? If
Can
that's
that be an
right,
owner?
Fox.
no, that's a king. Cause king will make sure his castle is taken care of and everything that's in it.
It's like a part-time king, wouldn't it be? Like a part-time, because if he don't pay no taxes, he ain't no king no more, right?
Yeah, yeah, ain't no king. Yeah, you know what I'm
That's what
saying?
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? If we gonna go outside of the law, I mean, but every king knows he's gonna take care of everything that's supposed to be done. Taxes, paying the bills and everything to that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you though.
You
I don't
can't
think a
call
king
yourself
pay taxes though, not a real one.
not a real one. I mean, we're not
Y'all
all, you know
beneath
what I'm
me.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Y'all
And then
king
with the
paying
queen
taxes.
and then with the queen, your house is in order, your house is straight, your bills are paid, you know what I mean? Your man is taken care of to that nature. You know what I mean? And then you can be the
So,
not you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, DJ. Go ahead.
well, just in playing the devil's advocate and not trying to make anything negative, Kev,
Right.
let's say someone is doing all of those things, a man and a woman
Uh-huh.
both doing all of those things. Would it not be okay for them to call each other king and queen?
That's fine. That's fine. That's how they say self entitlement is I feel like you shouldn't do that. And now if your wife, if like, hey, okay, Gigi, you come out here and say, hey, Queen Gigi, and you say, hey, King Kev, you know what I'm saying? Us giving each other that endurance is fine. But when you come up here and say, listen, call me king, and like woman call me queen, come on. I mean,
I I think
Yeah,
that
that's a little
when it
different.
becomes subjective, right? When it becomes subjective, I just feel like that is like it's not real. You know, when it's objective, that's when you can really say that you a king or a queen when everybody actually agree with. But if somebody can, you and your partner only could call each other king and queen, but somebody else, this like I said, this I did this same before where somebody was saying the same thing about calling 10. I'm a 10 at this or whatever. Like only your husband tell you that, right? Or only you know what I'm saying, but nobody else gonna tell you that. So when it becomes subjective, right? How can that's not solid then? You're not really what you say you are. You're not really a 10. You're not that's because that's what you feel like, right? You could feel like a king or feel like a queen, or you could feel like your partner is a king, or you could feel you know what I'm saying? But that don't make it that. It's not solid ground because everybody won't agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
But
Everybody
who
will have
cares
to
if
agree.
everybody is? Who cares? They not for. It's not for them to agree. I call
What's
my
up,
if I
Bree?
hello if I call my like I personally call my husband king. For me, he's my king. He's the king
okay,
of this household. He's the king. He rules as such. It's just that's how I look at my husband. Now I could care less if we in the grocery store and I'm like, yes, my king, and I say it to my man, and somebody's like, ew, I can't believe you called him king. Mom, mind your business. I don't care if you don't validate it,
She
I
off the
validate it.
chain.
And for me, that's all that matters. I,
yeah,
if he says,
it
look,
happens.
she's my queen, I could care less if my mother or nobody else understood it. But for him to say it, that's all that matters. That's all the validation I need.
Mm, mm.
Now you do got some females that have, oh, this is my king on September, and then they have another king in October, and then there's another king in February. Like, mom, what are we doing? We playing spades? Like, I don't
So
understand what we doing.
So in that case, right? So now it's for me to be devil's advocate, right? So wouldn't they can do the same thing because it's based off feel? That's what I'm hearing it, right? It's how you feel about whoever, you know what I'm saying? So if they feel like all they little mans is kings, then that means they can do that, right?
If that's what they want to do, yeah. Their court
Right.
ain't. They
We
kingdom
getting
can't
somewhere.
be. They kingdom can't be shit if you got to have all them different kings and queens running in and out. That's just wild. But I mean, hey, if that's what they want to do, you know,
That's what I'm saying.
strippers be like, I'm a queen, and I'm like, sure, ma, all right, if that's what you want to call yourself, that's on you.
Okay.
Bree, are you from Brooklyn?
I'm from Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay.
Then you hear the accent, the Connecticut.
I knew I heard a northern accent. I thought it was Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They we're a little more proper than them. They
Oh,
go.
be quiet because I'm from New York.
My husband is from Queens, and his accent is like
So
he called me proper all the time because their accent is just crazy.
so
Yeah,
so if we like this, right? So this what I feel right here. So we like this. We have no right to judge the next person that call themselves a 10, right?
Right.
Or a person that, because this is what I be meaning about objective versus subjective, right? Because it's like we can't make a like, say if we doing the same exact thing as everybody else, right? Because of how we feel, right? That means somebody else could do the same thing. That means, just like I said, they can say, or what you were saying, right, Sam? Petty Sam, you were saying like, well, they can care. I don't care less of what other people think, but they can do the exact same thing to you and stuff. So it's like who will be more right? I'm trying to get.
I don't think there really
There's
is
no
a right in
wrong
that
way.
situation. If you gotta understand, this goes back to the other lie that you had about people being completely softer than their feelings. Like if you walk with a purpose and you don't care what nobody thinks, then it shows. If you gotta
Mhm.
constantly tell everybody, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, like who are you trying to convince, yourself or others? A
Okay.
10 isn't out here telling everybody that they a 10. It just shows that they're a 10.
Mhm. Yep. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Exactly how it is. But it is different once. That's the main thing. It is different once you put it as a name. That's the whole thing. Because you want everybody to see it. That's what it is. And I'm like, that's the main ones I'm really talking about, right? Is the ones that got to broadcast it, or that, because it's something they want everybody to see that, right? They just want everybody to, because like it's an image. Like I said, it's an image thing or whatever. It ain't that character. And I need to make a live about that too, though. Like, because I made a topic. I mean, I did a content on that before about people be worried more about their image than their character, and the character is the most important thing. Actually, the character is what, like I said, that's what brings the confidence and all that. Then your image, it falls off from that. You know what I'm saying? But people do the opposite. They lie about their image. Oh, I got to look sweet. I got to wear these type of shoes. I got to, all this stuff to fit in, right? And they miserable in the inside. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy though. But even, okay, me myself though, like that's why I always just been like that. I look at it that, none of that stuff don't mean nothing. It's cute, all that. I mean, I had a couple chicks that be saying that stuff to me, and whatever. But it's just, I look at
You
it
liked it.
at, you know, oh my. I mean, it's cute. It's cute though. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just,
I mean, it's one thing to say it, but did they show you it? Like, it's a difference for a woman to be like, yeah, that's my king, but then treats him like a peasant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm,
it's
That
a
part.
different. You can't call your man a king and then treat him like he's leftover dinners. No, if
right.
you're gonna call your man a king, then you treat him as such.
Yeah.
You make sure regardless if it's a 1 bedroom shack or a multi-million-dollar house, he should feel like
Like the
that is
king.
like a king in his castle. Like let's be for real. Like
She preaching. I
it's
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's the little things. Like a lot of people don't understand that. Like it's the little things that matter. You know what I mean?
Man,
My
I be
my
saying that
husband
too much.
like a multi-million-dollar man, but I make sure that when he step in our house or when he go out to face the real world, that he feels like a multi-million-dollar man because that's
Mm,
how I want him to feel. I don't never want him to feel less than. I want him to always
Mm.
feel more than. So I'm gonna always breathe that life into my man, and even on his hard days where he's like, babe, I'm not feeling much like a king right now. Nah, baby, pick your head up. We're gonna fix this crown because even in your lowest moments, you still a king to me.
Okay.
mm.
Now let me ask you this question then. We're gonna go off this king thing. All right. Now, okay, say for instance, you and your husband are splitting the bills 50-50. Will
Okay.
you still be able to call him a king at the end of the day?
Oh, you talking to the right one, man? Because she already know the deal on it.
Um, yes,
Yeah,
I
about that stuff.
called him my king from when I quit my job to help raise our family, and he didn't ask me to. It was just something I saw that he needed. So, and this was even before we even got married. Like I came and I stepped up and I helped when I was ready to go back to work. he was like, you don't have to, you don't have to do it. Nah, like I don't want you to carry all the weight right now. We not where we need to be for me to just sit back and be okay. So nah, like he's nothing less than, if we're splitting stuff 50-50, this is still his castle. This is his domain. Where he says goes. I don't look at him anything less than. If anything, I'm helping him to get us to the next place that we need to be to get the bigger castle that he wants.
Mm.
Yeah, we need some more her sisters around or something that think like
Gigi?
Pretty, I was go. Yes, yes, sir. Can I circle back to you?
Yeah.
I was going to say, Pretty, you might have a very good thing there if you do some TikTok videos um, teaching women to do those things you just said.
That
They
Because
they
we
don't they
need,
don't
teach you
like
without
you.
getting
They
banana.
don't.
we're not
part.
talking about,
I'm about to say they don't
yeah,
they don't
we're not
Miss
talking
Gigi, they
about the
don't like
ones
me.
Yeah, they
who
don't
don't
like
like
her.
it.
She's
We're talking
straightforward with
about
it.
the ones who will. But see, then if you put a platform out there based on what you just said, you're going to attract a lot more people
Yeah,
Right.
that
that
like you
yeah,
and
she was
need it.
spitting bars
I,
right there
I
for sure.
think it's a very good idea because, I'm an older woman and I'm divorced. And I think partly because I wasn't committed to the commitment. And you
Right.
have to be that in order to make it work.
That's it.
Hmm.
So I think you're there,
Yeah.
and a lot of younger women can stand to learn that now. You
Yeah.
know,
What's
Yeah.
the
Because
deal, Miss Davis and Henry?
hey,
I thought
listen,
Henry
I've
came in with some drunk stuff. Talking about sip,
if
sip.
I
I've tried. Let Kev will tell you, I was having a positive live on how, to embrace your man and how to make things work. And within, what was it, like 7 minutes, they took me down.
I thought, right, something like that, right? I came in there and said, "Hi, oh, okay, I see you on live. Okay, let me go ahead and check this other live out." Then she come back in the room with me, talking about, so I've been banana. Like, what?
you
What you
know,
doing in this
well,
room with me? We got our own live. It's like,
that's the way
and
it
that's
goes
and
with
that's
live. But
yeah,
with TikTok videos, you can be almost naked, so
yeah,
you can get
almost.
away
dang.
with posting those. And then, customizing your conversation if it turns back into lives into what you need it to stay on. I just think it could be good and lucrative if you're interested and you can make it happen. Because I like where you're coming from.
Aw,
I do.
thank you, Miss Gigi.
Do, do you
I'm
have
gonna have to.
any sisters aunties?
All the women, all the good women in my family are taken. All the
Yeah.
ones that aren't taken, I wouldn't
Don't
even.
don't worry about it. No,
I
You
wouldn't
said
even
enough.
you ain't got to
speak.
say nothing else. You ain't got to say nothing else. You ain't got to say nothing else. You said all the good ones are taken. Don't worry about it.
I take it right.
I
You ain't
listen.
got to say nothing else.
I got a sister, and I try so hard, and they're like, "What's wrong with her?" Listen, don't do it to yourself, guy. Like I and she'll get mad, but I don't care. Like she's met a lot of great men that I would have been like, "Listen, that man is gonna be great for you," and she'll use and abuse, and I'd be like, "Sir, run, run,
Well,
run as fast as you can, please, in the opposite direction."
yeah, them are the ones later on in life be looking for those same men that were good, and then you can't find them. So now that you done got up in age and you done ran through by all the bad ones, now you're looking for the good ones, and the good ones ain't nowhere to
Listen,
be found. So now
You gonna
you
be
have to
I
finding
was
them
split your
gonna
vote.
say
dogs.
that's not
Yeah,
where I stand, but
no, no,
yes, it can
Gigi,
be real.
no, not by far. This don't even include you. You it runs down. The water runs off your back. It don't even touch you. But most women that I've run encounter with, like I was listening to the live, and all I heard was like these women was like, oh, if and a guy said it, and I was like, what? He said, if a man is going 50-50 with you, you don't need to respect him because he's a simp. What?
He's a
Dude,
wait a
liar.
minute.
what are you talking about? I
Wait,
said,
what?
in this life, you need two income homes. I haven't met one income where can take care of a large number of house. Either you're downsizing in home and don't no one own the same home they've been having for the past 10 years after they divorced. Most of them, not saying all, most. And he said, yeah, the man is paying going 50-50. Don't respect him. He's not a king. He
That's why they're gonna
he's
be
you're gonna
staying with
you know
dogs.
Oh, he
man.
was
And
like a super simp. That
yeah,
that was
yeah,
wild.
yeah. And then
I
the
don't see
female,
nothing. Oh, they ate it up. They
yeah,
ate it up like yes.
man.
It
There's one
listen.
female, she was like, I would never date someone talking about going 50-50. Who's gonna sit there and say, hey, baby, before we start dating, we're gonna go 50-50? No, you have to
Who's
you have
going to
to
say at any point if your money doesn't roll like that? Only someone not wise.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And they would and surprisingly, this woman was 60 something. No, I'm sorry. No, she wasn't. She was 58. And she was the main one in that character. Oh, I would never date a man. They'll say he gonna go 50-50 with me. What? So
That's why she
in the
gonna never
comment,
date a man.
I said, so are you married or are you single? She said, I'm in between. What? In between? So you're
I'm getting
single.
Like in
used.
between jobs. Like what does
You
that
got
mean?
dudes in between her. That's all.
I never I never understood what the problem is with the whole 50-50 thing, right? I didn't like if you meet a man and he's well established and he's like, hey, look, I got it. You don't have to worry about nothing. Okay, cool, rock out, not a problem. But the women that'd be so strong and be like, I won't do 50-50. For me as a woman, I look like, well, damn, like what happens if something happens to him? You know what
Right.
I
Mhm.
mean? Like, if you're telling this, basically for me looking at it, if a woman is telling me I'm not going 50-50 with you, it's either you take care of everything or I'm gone. And I'm like, well, damn, what if he gets into an accident, God forbid, and he can't work? What if he gets sick and he can't work? Like, are you telling that man up front, like, you're no good to me if you do this? Like, that's, for me, that's just wild. I could never look at my husband and be like, look, you know, like I don't have to pay the bills if I don't want to, but the fact that I do because I want to. If he
That's
were to get sick, if he were to get sick right now, or God forbid, knock on wood, something were to happen to him, I have no problem with jumping in and making sure that he is okay or we are okay until my husband can get back on his feet. For me, that's 50-50. I feel like people just look at 50-50 being just about bills. It's not just about
compromising.
bills. 50-50 is supposed to be, you know what I mean, all the way through. If I cook, he does the dishes. If he cooks, I'm doing the dishes. If I put the clothes in the dryer, he'll take them out. Like for me, that's 50-50. If I put gas in the car for him to get to work, he'll fill up my tank for me to get to work. From
Mm,
like that's 50-50 for me. If I'm going through
yeah.
something and I can go to him and he'll lift me up and pick me up, I'm doing the exact same thing for him. For me, that's 50-50.
Damn.
I think it should be more of 100-100, right? Because 50-50 gets irritating, man. If you, it's like tit for tat type
Here you
situation. I
go.
always say, "Oh, you do this, I do that. You did it," and it get irritating at one point. Like what the? But I think what you
But I
probably
mean,
doing is 100 anyway. You probably doing 100-100, but just saying
I mean,
50-50.
if you love
We're gonna
somebody,
say
then if you love somebody, it comes naturally. I don't
right.
Yeah,
have, I never sit back and count like, oh, damn, okay, so Monday he took
work.
out the garbage.
I
So
feel you.
today I gotta, you know what I'm saying? It just comes
It's
naturally
not
to me.
right.
Okay.
I,
Also,
I
So
took,
what
I
we've
took the car
also
out and went grocery shopping.
is that
I got
when
him an oil change and cleaned the car. This man was so super excited in life, and all I did was get an oil change and vacuum his car, like and clean the car for him. You know what I'm saying?
so
Like,
it sounds like what you're also saying that you're saying the same thing. Kev, you're saying people give 100% of themselves, and you
Hmm.
get that when you're
That's what she
doing
doing. Yeah, she doing
your
it. That's.
part in the
I just
house.
never like the term 50-50. It's just weird. It's just something weird. Like you wait for your turn. That's what it sound like.
yeah,
yeah, I cannot with you today.
Oh, I can step up now. Okay, cool. You just did it.
right.
Okay.
Oh,
What do
he
you
did this. Okay, my
Right.
turn. Like,
what do
It,
you
just,
guys
it turned to
think
competition too. Eventually, it turned to competition too.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
So Leona said she wouldn't know how to act if she let a man pay her bills.
Mm,
So your husband never paid your bills, the bills?
This part.
come on up, Leona, man. Don't be scared of the
a bill,
box.
the Wi-Fi, something. I don't.
Hmm.
But that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And when I was in that live, you know what I mean? And I did come up for a minute. I ain't go up for long. I just asked a question. I said, so what if, okay, this man is paying all the bills. All right. This man is out 40 hours plus a week or more.
Hmm.
So where's the he's gonna have time for you if he's doing this? Well, he's gonna make time. Hold on. If this man working 40 hours plus a week to pay all the bills in the house, he's not possibly gonna have time for you. Because for one, he's gonna be too tired to do anything else outside of work. He gonna make time. Uh, How can you now you're telling me that you're a dictator now?
Wait, did you say a 40-hour work week?
40-hour plus.
Oh, okay, all right.
You know what I
I
mean?
would
I
say it
think those are the
depends
women
though.
that'd be like, I left him because he worked too much. But
Yeah.
that's what you wanted. Like I never understood those type of women that were like, well, I left him because
What's
he
the
just
deal?
works too
Six.
much. But you're the same woman that was like, he has to pay all the bills. He has
Yeah.
to get my hair and my nails done. He has to take me on lavish trips. I want this Birkin bag. But now
Right.
you're mad because this man is working two, three jobs and you never get to see him. Like you pick one. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
That
do you
part.
want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've never been that type of woman, even before I met my husband. I've never been that type of woman where I wanted my man up underneath me 24/7. Because if we're both up underneath each other, what are we getting accomplished?
Ain't nothing getting
Right.
done.
Right.
You know, it, but for me, like, for instance, Kev, I done told him before, but I went stir crazy. I was used to being a single independent woman before I met my husband. I always worked. I took care of my own home. And when I gave up my job to help the house, I went stir crazy for a little bit. And a part of me felt like I was losing myself because I didn't know how to just sit back. I didn't
Right.
know how to not be the head person in charge. And it took me a second, and I had to literally sit my husband down and be like, look, babe, I feel like I'm less than a woman right now because I'm not doing anything. And for him to look at me and say, no, you're doing a lot. Like I come home, the house is completely clean. The kids are well taken care of. Our fucking closet is color coordinated. You know what I mean? Like it took me a minute to readjust to finally have a good leader to where I didn't have to worry and I didn't have to be like, oh my God, what are we doing?
Like
See,
mine.
I don't, I don't mind the because it sounds like we was talking about,
Hey,
even though I
sister.
ain't seem like I'm trying to talk about it, because they were like, this is another echo chamber, but I don't mind like doing the like the traditional way, right? That's what it sounds like we talking about. But I feel like at the end of the day, this is what I just thought about in my head. Like I say, what do whatever was best for the family, right? Or do you know what I'm saying? Do whatever is best for the family that works out. You know what I'm saying? Because some people have to do it, you know. Because I don't even think, even if we say traditional, right? I don't even think that people can really do it all the way traditional. Like because it's still going to be modern a little bit anyway. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you might have to work a little bit, and you know what I'm saying. They might not always gonna be home to take care of the kids. You know, different stuff, different little stuff. But I do. Only reason why I take up for tradition, because I'm always in them lives too. If you catch me in there, I'll be always in like people that advocate for traditional stuff because I feel like it's best for the kid. You know what I'm saying? That the mom stay home and you know what I'm saying. But if it worked. But me myself, I don't even know if I could be able to do that though. But I wouldn't mind paying all this stuff. If I had the money, I wouldn't mind doing it though. But I don't mind
Right.
if she working it too though. I just want what's best for the kid at the end of the day and the family. That's all it is.
I mean, I feel like you can
Now,
still
can
be a
I talk?
traditional woman and still work and have a
Yeah.
career. It's all about balancing. Just
Yeah.
because you work and you have a career doesn't mean you come home and you just let that go. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you're gonna call yourself a queen, then that's what a queen would do too. Queens didn't rule the world and they come home to their palace and be like, well, whatever. No, they still had to take care of their palace as well. So
Mhm.
yes, if that means you get up a little early and you cook everybody breakfast before you go to work, or you come home and you cook dinner when you get off. Like you still do. Like I didn't understand that because single women and single men have to do it by themselves anyway. You come home from work, you still have to pick up regardless. So why not do it when you're with somebody?
Mhm.
If you're doing it on your own anyway, like you, I never understood that. Like when women are like, well, I can't work and take care of my household. Okay, so what do you do with before you met your man? Like you just
Mhm.
worked and your household was disgusting. You know what I mean? Like you didn't clean up, you didn't do laundry, you weren't self sufficient. Like none of that stops. If anything, you just have somebody with you to help you do it.
Can I
Leona, what you
answer
was
that
about to
question
get?
she was telling me?
What you got?
She was asking me about have I ever
I had a man pay for my bills, and one, I never been married before, and
Mm.
two, no, I've never had a man pay for my bills before.
Would you want it to do that?
You
I
know,
mean,
I would probably feel weird. I'm not for sure. I couldn't answer that.
that's ego. Ego. I already know
You'll
what
feel,
you're getting to.
you'll feel weird for a moment, but once that man start kicking that money out and paying the bill, oh, baby, go
And
ahead
making you feel
on,
like a
baby.
woman. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I
Like,
know
dang.
exactly what she's saying. Girl, I get it. It was
Oh,
hard.
you did say right.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard for me, but if anything, it made me feel like, okay, well, shit, if he's taking care of this, then it made me want to do other extra things,
Oh
for him.
Lord,
I,
oh Lord,
you know what I'm saying? Like, with the time period that he gave me that I
oh
didn't have
Lord.
to work, like I made without saying too much, like every morning before he got up to go to work, like
Does
I
it clear
made
you up?
sure the fountain was well taken care of, if we all get my drift. Like it was little things
Yeah.
like that. Like what this man wants to take care of me. Like I've never had a man or allowed a man in my space to do so.
That's
But for
good.
him to be like,
Oh,
I got you, man, what every time I looked at my finger, hey babe, come here. You had a
Oh
long
Lord,
day, come here. Before
oh
you go
Lord.
out the door, babe, come here. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
saying?
long
Like
day.
you
Oh,
know what I mean?
where did you
Like
go, Kevin?
if he
Trying to
jumps in
keep
his
it
sleep, like babe, you
balanced.
had a nightmare, come here. Like it was
I'm.
just
Oh my! I'm just looking
that's
for something on the ground.
I'm just saying, like that's just me though. Like I've never had somebody love me so much that it
That's
was
appreciation, man. That's
like
that's
sir,
all a dude really asks for is appreciation, man. Respect and
That's
appreciation,
right.
man.
And to
That's
have your
right.
fountain
That's
clean.
all.
that's it.
But it's not
That's
a
all we
hard
ask.
do. But Kev, it's not a hard do. I keep telling people this. Let's just look at it for what it really is, right?
We get to see 6'4" now instead of the projecting voice. Now we get to see him.
a six
Yeah,
five.
I'm driving, so I'm down right now. I'm grounded. I gotta
Up.
be boss. I gotta be the boss. I gotta answer the phones. I gotta take complaints now. So I'm grounded. I'm at home. I'm at the den. I'm at the marina. I'm at the office. I'm not in the streets no more. I hope he works out because
Oh
I don't
my!
want to have
We
to
don't get to
fight
see
Are
the
you
again.
car
working on your
floating.
customer service voice, 6 because you can't be yelling at them folks the way you be on here getting in.
Yeah, I know I gotta be like, hello, how are you? This
Need
is
you to
Detroit
get
Live
yourself.
Finder. Where are you at? You know we find you a ride. Where are you going now?
There you go. I can just see
He
it now.
did
Well,
that to you.
I didn't really
He said
appreciate
what?
him
Mike
going
Piper
in.
said what? Get out. I tell you. I tell you what I'll do. Your next 3 rides are free. Is that would that be all right, Miss Winston? Yeah, yeah. I'll pick you up in one. I sure will. And yeah, I'll cuss his ass out, Miss Winston. I'll let him
There
know.
we go.
Yeah.
See, I knew 6'4" couldn't hold it in for too much
I
longer.
definitely will let him know,
Right.
Miss Winston. He need to wait longer. I get it. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. You right, Miss Winston. He is. He's a piece of shit. You right. I'm gonna get him, Miss Winston. Okay, Miss Winston. You got 3 new rides. You got 3 free rides with us. Okay, baby. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep, I got to put on that face now. If he works out,
Well,
it's cool.
congratulations, 6'4". Congratulations.
Yeah, I've been looking for a driver for the last 5 months. It's hard to find them. It's hard to get them. You know, they get that first check and they gone.
Oh Lord.
Like it's a
That's
million
facts.
dollars. I'm like, man, that's only $800, dog. You gonna be broke after the weekend. Where you going? What you try to quit for?
I
But
feel like the people that do that do drugs, but that's just me.
Mm.
the thing of it is about these bills. It's only like 5 of them. 5 major ones. I don't know what the big idea is. Lights, gas, electrical, water, mortgage, or rent. Now, if you are a woman and you make money and the guy's making money, but you're making more than him, I'm quite sure he's not looking for you to do anything but don't bug him about your personal expenses. See, that's how that works.
Hmm.
I'll handle the
Mm.
bills and stuff. If you take your money and if you want to put 1,000 on a Birkin bag, guess what, baby? You work for it. You go ahead and put that 1,000 on that Birkin bag. But I'm not about to pay all bills, car notes, insurance, and still give you 1,000 for a Birkin bag. You got to understand that. I'm not going to ask you for your money. You buy your Birkin bag, but I'm going to take
For
care of
me,
the
guy.
necessities. I'm going to take care of the necessities for us so you can have your wants.
That's
That's
true.
all most men
A
require.
reasonable
You buy your own wants.
do
You
that.
buy your wants. I'll handle the necessities.
Yep. I
And when
handle
you
your
say once,
needs.
you don't, so you don't look at it like, okay, other than the Birkin bag. Because like me, if he pays the majority of and whatever I pay, but I also give back into the home. Like before I will go out and buy me a purse or a brand new pair of shoes or even get my nails done, I'm making sure the house has everything that it possibly needs, refilling up everything, you know what I mean? And then going out and whatever's left over, like, okay, well, now I can get this. Do you feel like that should be a thing, or do you handle all of that too? Like you take care of all the toiletries, cleaning stuff, all the house needs, and she gets to keep all her money.
Well, for the most part of it, even with the toiletries, I give her money. I would give her money to get all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because for most men, I don't know how all, but for some men like me and that I know, we just want to make sure everything is secure. Our spending habits is nowhere near atrocious. So, we could pretty much say, once I get my fade and give me a bag of trees and I got gas in my car, a little lunch money, you can have the rest. I'm good.
Are
Here's the
you the
problem.
person that does voiceovers for Mama? I was at home and decided to make some sausage. You do voiceovers, Sixpo?
No, I don't do voiceover.
Okay,
No, I
sorry.
don't do
Go ahead.
voiceovers. No. But yeah, that's basically it. We pay for everything, and you just take care of your person. That's all most men when that's how it was done when I was coming up, and I just followed suit. I saw the men taking care of everything, and the women would work, but they basically was working so they wouldn't put too much on a man for personal effects, letting him handle the real stuff of the household. And it works like that. Now you got some brothers who are splurgelicious. You know what I'm saying? They gonna lay it thick. They gonna do it like that, and that's fine. But I like it. I like that particular order because that keeps me focused on what's real. I'm gonna keep. You will never see a shut off notice. You'll never get an eviction notice. The insurance is gonna be paid on the cars. You still gonna get your gas in the car. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you works helps me out a lot that I don't have to worry about your personal spending
Hmm.
habits. The stuff that we normally would deem silly to buy. You buy that now. And ain't worry about it. I ain't gonna even say it's silly no more because you work for that, so it ain't gotta be a trip you wanna go on. But I cannot in good faith be like, yeah, baby, I'm about to pay 3,000 in bills in the house and then give you another 1,000 to go somewhere. That's just ridiculous.
Am I the only woman that gets excited to like buy all the cleaning stuff and the candles? And am I weird, ladies? Y'all
Yep.
can tell me if I'm weird because I get super excited. Like, ooh, yay! There's a sale on such. That's free. Like I come
Well,
home
I
and look for
prefer y'all get
goodies.
it because I would never buy candles. I'll just get some air fresheners.
Hey, you made me think
You know what I
about
mean?
that though. Cause I seen what she put down, I'm not high maintenance, and when you put that, so it made me think about it. And then what you just said right there, right? And that's another key thing right there. Cause I remember you saying about you appreciate the little things, right? And that's actually what I try to teach people just in general, right? Because it's like that goes for anything. You know what I'm saying? That's where your happiness, that's where love and all that stuff. When it start off little, right, and you learn how to appreciate the little of all that, you know what I'm saying? That's when you start really dang near be in love with the bigger things like, dang, I can't believe I got this and this and that, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I can get why a situation will work because it starts off with that. It just got to be the little thing or realizing that people don't have to do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? If they do it, you could appreciate that they do it and all that stuff. Appreciation is one of the biggest things, like just in general. It's like, but I say that a lot of people have this, which I've been talking about for the past few days, actually, because I'm trying to switch it up. I'm trying to get people out this entitled mentality, and some people don't even know it. A lot of us don't even know it because we so used to being like that. We got entitled mentality and stuff. Like we feel like that we supposed to be owed this or I supposed to have this type or whatever, or I'm working myself up to get this. But it's like nothing in our life is really kind of guaranteed. So that's why you gotta appreciate. That's why me, waking up the next day, right? I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, that I got to wake up to see another day. That's why I be saying when people ask me how I'm feeling, I'm like, oh, sure, I'm feeling good, man. I got nothing to be mad about. You know what I'm saying? The fact that, you know, a lot of people don't get to wake up the next day. But that's why I said it
Facts.
starts off with the little things. Like the little, once you learn that, you'll be more of a better character for just people in life, not even just a relationship. You're just a better character and you look at things in a better way. It do really start.
Then you get to finally get who's really for you. You
Yep.
know, like you can be out here flashy and everything else, and then wonder why people only come for what you can offer. Well,
Yep.
that's all that you are presenting. If you're only
Mhm.
presenting the flashy and I can give you this and this, that, and the third, well, you can't get mad if somebody coming with a handout. Like, well, this is what I thought that I was going to get from it. But if you are showing somebody it's the little things and they're not expecting the extravagant lifestyles and stuff, for me, I think that's overrated because I can't take any of that with me when I go. You know what I mean? I don't need the 10 bedroom house and the 9 bathrooms and 16. I don't need any of that. First of all, I can only be in one room at a time, and I can only drive one car at a time. For me, it's I want when I leave this world, I want to be left with the memories. I want
Mhm.
the people that loved me and cared about me to be like, you know what? She brought us this, not she gave me or bought me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want to take with me. I want to take
Mhm.
the little moments, not the material things, because it can't come with me.
And you know what? The more I keep thinking about this, though, out of all the people I know, I think, and that's out of all of us that all between all of what we know, well, between me and you, all the people that we connected with, right? I think I think yours sound the most genuine love out of everybody. I'm not gonna even lie. I ain't even try to push nobody else's stuff down. But it's rare. I don't hear that. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's somebody doing a lot for somebody, right? Or they gotta, you know what I'm saying, that they playing their role and all that stuff. But the fact that you said that you're willing to step in at any moment, right? Or you can let your man, you still let your man live. You appreciate the littlest things and all that stuff. I rarely hear that. It's like as long as somebody doing their role, it seems like that's when they love them. You know what I'm saying? So that only,
Mhm.
I'm like I said, I ain't trying to push no people's down and stuff, but I'm just saying out of all the people, right, your stuff sound the most genuine out of people I know that's married, right? Yours sound the most genuine because it's like you saying you was with your family, right? That's the same thing. That's what I'm hearing and all that stuff, and you making it work. You know what I'm saying? That's like real stuff. It ain't because I'm in love because we're in roles or something like that. Or I'm in real love because I have a leader or something like that. Or you make marriage, and it that's. I'm just saying that.
You
Hey,
keeping it moving.
that's
You
real,
keeping it
man. I'm
That's
just
moving.
put it that
he's
way.
a
So something
listen.
that
He an
she
amazing
said
man.
earlier,
What
wait one sec, pretty.
What do you say, Gigi?
Something that she said early on was that it's reciprocated. And that's
Right.
really
Mm,
important because if you
mm-hmm.
pouring in and you don't get anything to refill, it leaves you empty.
Yeah.
So when
Definitely.
your partner is doing their part, it just balances out.
Yep. Ain't
Yeah.
no
And
entitlements behind it
commun-
or nothing. Y'all making it work. That's what I like about that. That's some real stuff. That's
and
real love right there, man.
communication. Like I had to tell him because he came with a past, and his ex was very flashy. It was everything had to be for social media. Everything had to be designer this, designer that. And when we first met, he tried all of that, and I was like, look, no disrespect, but I don't need that shit. Like I don't. That's not what I want. You know what I mean? Like, and he like had to take a step back, and I was like, babe, that's not what I want from you. I don't want the flashy. I want you. I want to know you. I don't want to go out and you get bottles of champagne like because and that was the lifestyle that he was living because of his ex. With me, I had to tell him like, babe, I don't want any of that. I want to get to know the man. I want to learn the man without all the flashy, without the masking. I want to know the good, the bad, the ugly for you, and that worked for us. Like I don't need all of that extra. Listen, this man proposed to me with his grandmother's ring, and I thought that was like the best thing in the world for me. Like that, this man proposed to me with his grandmother's ring. I didn't care that it wasn't a big diamond, flashy ring, none of that. It was the fact that this man loved me enough to say, and for me, that was enough.
They need to make you a movie, dog. Instead of this Disney fairy tale that got these people's mentalities up. This is what must happen, and you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Disney is the reason why a lot of people going through these traumas nowadays. I ain't gonna even lie. They got everybody living this unrealistic fantasy that they think they gonna get. And that, like I said, that's real. That's real love, and that's stuff that's actually fitting in with how the way life is. You're supposed to at least fit into, you know what I'm saying? But some people still expectations is too dang on high for themselves, and I must get this, and I'm putting my foot down unless I get it this way, and all that stuff.
Not
Like
the
it's
voice,
okay. Of course,
Kev.
it's okay for it's okay to have boundaries and all this stuff, right? But I'm just saying, like, it's like, what is your boundaries on? Like, you must look this size and all.
King Beth,
Oh my, good one, King, man. What's the deal? In the middle of me, get good one, good one. But but I'm like, it's just like they had these things where they can't even meet themselves. They ask for too much, right? They ask just for, and that's why they gonna never be satisfied. Just like the live that BK was saying he was in earlier. That's the dumbest stuff ever. But at the end of the day, they need it's their teaching, whatever they've been getting taught, what they've been getting influenced by. I kind of feel sad for them. That's all it is. I really don't.
They're
I be
gonna miss
trying
out
not to
on a
talk.
good person.
Try not to talk junk about them, but it's just like it's just that mentality, and they probably got to grow out of it. But by the time they grow out of it, they're gonna have probably plenty of traumas and all type of stuff going behind it when they really realize what is really important.
But
But
they, yeah, but they're gonna miss out on a lot. You know what I
they're gonna
mean?
miss out on a lot.
Hmm.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
Because
is.
you can't put every man into a one category. You know what I mean? Each individual man is different. You know what I mean? You can't expect that. Just like with what Petty said, you know, what you used to do. You know what I mean? Don't lump me in that category with your ex because you'll take something from your past and bring it to your present. Get to know who I am as a person before you assume that that's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's why I was telling them earlier, that's where you got to take the time to know that person. You got to know what that person's weaknesses is. You got to know what this person is capable of bringing to the table. You know what I mean? We all have something unique to bring to the table. Okay, let's find out what it is.
Mm-hmm.
and Patty, I'm sorry, I was calling you the wrong name. I, I, I'm going to tell you, I've had several
I'll
eyesight.
take pretty.
I can't see.
That's a pretty
I take Petty.
appreciation. You know what I'm saying?
But you're right, baby Kevin Hart. Yeah. I mean, individuality is a word in itself that says we're going to be different.
Hmm.
On the flip side, though, of what Kev was talking about, sometimes our standards and our asks are too low. And maybe that could be for another live, but sometimes we don't set the bar high enough and we get what we're asking for.
That's it.
You
That's it.
know, we get low and people wonder why. Well, because that's
That,
what we want. That's the fill you said you would be happy with.
Right.
Mm.
Right. And you know, and I feel like that once a man get with the right woman, you know what I mean? A man, if a man sees a woman is up to a certain level, that man gonna strive hard to get to that level where that woman is at because he
Mm.
want it to work, and it should be vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
As
A
a
woman should
boy.
want to get up to where that man is at. Not saying that we below and we beneath. It's just like everybody's don't have making the type money that everybody is. My wife is making $100,000. Okay, I'm gonna see how can I make $100,000. If not come close to it. You know what I'm saying? So we have to learn how to balance out each other. You know, meet each other where each other's at. Basically,
Right.
don't go too low.
Kev, so there's a king in the house in the building, but you didn't ask him about the question.
Yeah, that part.
his mom
Well,
might have named him king.
I think he
Maybe.
already told me his reason why he said King. His stuff, I think it's in his I forgot what it was. He told me the reason why, so it wasn't the same. So I already know his answer though. He actually the if not, what is the other reason? I gotta remember his reason. I don't know, I forgot what he said, but I remember why he said it though. It got something to do with um I don't want to butcher it. I know it was a reason why, but it ain't the same reason. It ain't no insecurity situation. I know it ain't that though. He told me the reason why. I just straight forgot though. I think this dude in the shower or something. It's in. Oh, you say it's in yours. Okay, okay, I got you.
You said it's in his name. Okay.
When you get done taking a shot, come on up and explain it, man. I don't like, as soon as I ask him to come up, he bubbling it. Oh, there he comes. Okay, my bad. You got the,
Kev, thank you.
my bad. See something real quick. What was I
What
about
is
to?
up, dude? What's happening?
What is the deal? Why that camera off?
Oh, I'm in the office. I can turn it on. I'm not in the tub this time. I'm not
No,
bubble
no, no,
bathing
no,
or
no.
nothing
I
like
wasn't.
that.
No, no. That was messed up. Pause. I just thought about that. I'm over. When I said that, guys, let me clear the
I
before
was
I say.
coming.
Now, when
I
I
was
said that,
coming,
I was trying to
Kev.
put the mustache on his head. That's what I was trying.
I was coming for
You
that.
want him with the camera on? He just said a bubble bath. What the freak?
I was about to say pause, Kev. You want to talk about it? Huh? You want to? You trying to tell us something? No judgment.
Oh no, man! I just wanted to put the mustache on his head, man. That was it.
Right,
Oh
Kev.
man,
There
hold
we
on.
go. I know you itching to put your mustache on and all that stuff, but
I don't know
I
what
give
you're
you
talking about.
opportunity.
I was just trying to understand why you were saying. Well, I mean, what's how you explain your name? That's all I was saying.
All right, so my
There you
name
go.
of itself,
I
my
feel it.
last name is Roy, which is Roi in French, which translates into royal or king. That follows in that, and that's something that I've carried my entire life. My name is, we have a French background. My family crest is a lion with the king. It's royalty as far as last name. That just puts a
Mm-hmm.
lot of pressure to make sure I manage and maintain myself correctly. A king is
Mm-hmm.
not one who goes around trying to dominate people or usurp an authority over them. It's one who actually lives a standard. And that standard
Mm-hmm.
is always about taking care of people. And that's my nature in itself.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to just go by that name. For one, my daughter sat there one day and she identified and she said, Daddy, you're king. And I said, you sure about that? She said, yeah. And I just walked into it and just left it at that. And I operate as that. I hold myself to a high standard. And I believe in taking care of people. So I live
Mm-hmm.
by it.
So how you feel about the topic now, then? Since you got a
Oh,
different reason. See, he got a good
I,
reason. Guys. I know
I,
Terry about this, but I know.
the topic is on point. A lot of people grab things they're not willing to stand on. You know,
Right.
it sounds good to call yourself a king and a queen. And the truth is this: you don't have a kingdom where everybody's a king and queen. Two kings and two queens can occupy the same territory. So if you're gonna carry that title, you got to be responsible for a large group of people, and you also got to be supported by those people. These self-proclaimed kings and queens that's going around saying I'm this, I'm that. That's
Spider
good
Man.
and wonderful thinking, always reality for people. It's
Right.
like it's words of affirmation to themselves. But the thing is, if you're not gonna follow
Right.
through and
You
do
said the
it,
word. Right.
then stop fooling yourself because you've been calling yourself king and queen and gods and goddesses for 10 years and you're still acting like a peasant. It's like that
Mm,
shit don't
Oh,
fly. You know,
mm,
get your ish together, and some of them need to be peasants. They need to move up into knights. Then they need to
yeah,
move up into prince and princess, and then maybe one day you be a king and queen. But don't claim something you're not.
that's it.
Mm.
That's it. That's it right there.
There we go.
There it
He knew
is.
he was gonna tear it up. You know what I'm saying?
And that's one reason why I don't call myself. Everybody say, "Well, you're a king." No,
Nope. Nope. I'm
I'm
not.
not. I'm not.
I'm
I'm
human.
not that. That's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Now, am I working up to that level? Yeah, I am. You know what I mean? Because as right now, I got to hold myself accountable through everything, and I'm working on it. You know what I mean? I ain't perfect, but I'm working on it.
And nothing's
Mm.
wrong if you're not a king. I mean, the thing is, everybody wants like the saying is true. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. They don't realize that when you operate under those names, king, queen, gods, goddess, all this, you're actually carrying a heavy responsibility. And there's an expected standard amongst that type of people. And if you
Mm,
can't handle that standard, that is totally fine. There's some rooms I don't want to be in because the standard is higher than I feel like being at the moment. And if I did do it, I can't do it consistently. So I just be acting. I'm not a good actor. I like to be
right.
real about it. And some
Hey.
people not comfortable with this. People are easily intimidated nowadays. They feel somebody else calling themselves a king. Well, I'm a king too. Why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? What is the
Right.
reason? Why are you
I'll be
competing? You
like,
know what I
"Ooh,
say, Kev, is competing does one or two things. It'll make you feel like you're better than somebody else or less than somebody else. Either way,
Right.
it's a bad place to be. So don't worry
Right.
about what somebody's calling themselves. What do you want to call yourself?
there you
What do
go."
you
Mm-hmm.
believe you are? You might be a good knight. Nobody call himself knight. That's protecting the king. Nobody call himself pawn. I'm a chess player. My tattoos is all by chess. It's like Just be who you are
Kings,
genuinely and authentically. Stop trying to be someone else because you don't know what someone else's story is.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
some of them be calling these jokers kings, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? They joking,
Right.
ain't no king. I tell you this much, when they say stuff like that, that just let me know you watched Black Panther, and because y'all wasn't saying that to Black Panther. You know, it was always "What's up, brother?" It was always "What's up, sister?" Now
Right.
I get how you feel, but the shit really has to make sense so it
Yeah.
could really be applicable. So
Yes.
Yeah.
if you want to say that you are a queen, then I advise you to look at what a queen really does.
Right.
Okay.
And I will remind you, number one, the queen knows her husband has other women. Still want to be a queen?
Ooh.
Queen knows
Wait.
her
Uh-oh.
husband has other women. Still want to be a queen?
All right,
Queen
GG.
knows she may be the last to get the D. Still want to be a queen? You know, if I go by what queen really is and the way I've been seeing it and reading about it, the queen don't get treated too good.
That's true.
Look,
So you still
look,
want to
bro.
be a queen?
664. What you
Right.
said, you can watch any movie, you can read any story, and what he said, whether people like it or not, is fact. The queen is the manager of all the harems.
Yeah.
So
She's the leader of all of the women in the king's life. In most cases, she's got extreme authority and power. In his absence, she has one primary responsibility in his presence, and that's to make heirs to the throne. That's a
That's it.
main job.
That's true.
so you still want to be queen? That's why I asked him, still want to be queen. I mean, think about what you're saying you are. Because in your mind, you thinking queen as being dominant. But in reality, the queen is not dominant. Now, you might look at the chess game and say, well, all the players got to protect the queen. Well, she's bringing the heirs in. So, of course, the king is going to have a level of protection for her that's not there for everyone else because this is the one who bears his heir to the kingdom. So in that sense, she takes her rightful place. But if you are a queen, then you need to act like it. So
But
when you
hey,
know what to,
I
go ahead
love
now,
that
Adrian.
analogy, right? Here's the thing about
Uh-huh.
the chessboard. That ain't but one piece that can get to the other side of the board that could become anything it want that's a pawn.
Yeah.
You could get the
Mm.
queen to the other side, it'll never be a king. You can get a knight to the other side, it'll never be a king, or queen, or anything of the such. The bishop, the castle, none of them. But if you can get that simple pawn to fight through all that adversity and make it to the other side, it can decide what it wants to be. But here's the bad news for y'all: it could be anything but another king.
That's it.
Ooh. Now
That's
keep in
it.
mind, fellas, the king,
All right, for sure.
he wasn't that nice of a dude. The king wasn't that nice.
That's true.
The king was bisexual, trisexual, nisexual, lisexual. The king was very haughty. What's up, Cardi? Uh-uh. The king was a lot of things that wasn't pleasing to the people. The king had to make alliances with people he didn't like just to keep. I mean, I tell people, listen to what you're saying. It sounds cute. It sounds good in theory. Practice, it's not a good look.
It ain't for
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
You want to be an emperor? That what you want to be? An emperor? An empress? You want to be a goddess? God? I mean, why do we fix ourselves to these titles
Mhm.
instead of just doing the work to prove that we deserving of what we accomplished?
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
People say, "Well, I should be here." Well, what have you done to get there?
Right.
Have you put in the
That's not like
work
that
to get?
deserve thing I
Yeah.
was talking about.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody. You don't make yourself a king. You get
That's it.
you get promoted in position through fights and through
Hmm.
conflict and through battles, and the people elect you and allow you. The first thing is people allow you to become the king because you ain't the only
Hmm.
one who wants the throne.
kings are proven. Kings have to prove themselves.
Yes,
Have
sir.
you proven yourself? See, that's why I say, have you proven yourself? Well, everything I did, I got a job. That's still not a king because a king don't have a job.
That's true.
Right.
You
That's
look,
true.
you
King
done
doing a
jumped
nine
way
to
where I was
five.
trying to go, right? That right there. When people ask that, me and Kevin had a discussion about me and my title, right? I'm self-employed. I run a business. I'm a CEO of a company that I built. And I wasn't, let me tell you this, I was not always king. I fought to get there.
That's right.
I'm gonna make sure I'm building my empire in accordance with what a king should do. You build it, and I have to make tough decisions. I have to stand on my word, even when it don't feel good. I have to
Right.
talk to people and sit in the presence of people I don't like sometimes, and not even let them see or hear the fact that I know they've been trying to, backdoor me or whatever. I have to manage my diplomatic affairs properly when I'm doing that stuff.
Hmm.
But I will not get run over at the end of the day.
Now I will tell you this: kings were not really in Africa. That's a Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you still want to be king? That's a European concept, and it's very dirty, trifling, nasty. Now I'm gonna tell you this: I don't know what they call them in Africa, on that continent of Africa. If that's what you're trying to relate yourself to explain your level of greatness. I'm not sure if they were emperors. I don't know what they called themselves because there was so many countries with so many different hierarchies. But I will say this: no matter you have a charge in life, and that charge is self-preservation. The first law of nature is self-preservation.
All
Even
right.
in the good book, he says a man who doesn't take care of his household, his family, especially those of his household, especially himself first, is worse than that of an infidel.
So six folks said what was they called in Africa? In Africa, they were called chiefs. That's
Chiefs,
the
okay,
They were chief of villages and tribes. That's who the king of that territory was. When you start moving upward towards Europe, that's when the language and change. The first major one you hear is called pharaoh. That's basically what a king was. And then when you step into Europe, that's when it became kings and queens. Now, once we
Mm.
started the transatlantic slave trade, that's when you start finding in Africa where people identify themselves as king, because now you got cultural influences that are happening. But the
right.
originality was
When
always
did
the
they
chief.
start calling in gods? I've
Oh,
been
that's
hearing
Pharaoh.
something.
The Pharaoh
Oh,
brought that concept in there.
okay.
Well,
Because
you got to
Pharaoh
understand.
identified himself as a god. So that stuff disseminated
Makes sense.
down further south.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That's right. That's right. But see, you got to understand that opens up a Pandora box of information that a lot of people is not privy to. But they've been in the Bible all their life. So when you think about that, you're talking about something that even predates their belief in their Bible. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I didn't get to an argument, but this one holy roller, I call them holy rollers. She was upset because I told her, I said, the children of Israel thought they were the only ones in the world until they got to Egypt. Let that
You know,
sink in.
the thing about public information has always been this historically. Any public information, mass education is designed to control the population, period. And that means that it's propaganda, is control, is designed to get certain behaviors. That's it. I don't care what system you look in, religion, politics, regular education, that's what it's designed for. And you find a lot of people struggle with that until they hit an age of acknowledgement and they recognize I need to pay attention to what life has shown me. And that's when awakenings happen in people. I don't want to use the word woke because that's abused now, but an awakening comes to term where I've learned a lot, experienced a lot, but what makes sense to what I've seen. And that's where awakening happens for people when they start realizing that not what I learned in the text makes sense, but what I've learned in life makes sense. And then you start figuring it out from that point. And and some people go through it and some people don't. Some people stuck in the matrix. Period. They're gonna always be. I don't argue and debate with those people. I've been on every side you could think of. I'm military trained, years in active duty. I was a pastor of a church before. I've done that, and I'm now on a spiritual walk independently. That's where I live and abide there. I respect everybody's belief systems. I have an understanding. I study everybody's. I want to have peace amongst everybody that I can. But the ones I can't, we can go our separate ways, and I just leave it at that. But I am at peace with myself, which is the most important peace to have, and therefore you can have peace with others.
Right.
So I said,
Right.
if you're going to title me, if I'm going to take any title, title me what I am: father, husband. That's fine. That's
That's the
fine.
heaven up title there.
Grandfather. Now grandfather. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's fine with me. I don't it don't you don't have to put a 10 on 100 for me because
Right.
I'm not looking for I think we like those titles because in a sense the I was telling my son this. I said Negroes ain't been regular since I can't remember us being regular. And here's what I mean. Even when we were kids, when we met each other, the first thing we did was change our names. You ain't care. You Lil K.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? You Lil K. We ain't gonna never call you Kevin no more. Even through high school. What up, Lil K? We graduate from
mm-hmm.
high school. You gonna carry that name Lil K with you all while we know you. You see what I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm.
never really accepted mediocrity. We always accepted some type of flair about who we are and what it is that we do because that's just who we are naturally. What happens is it becomes distorted and diluted and we forget that it was just something we was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, wait. You Kevin, you ain't really little Kev. You know, you Kevin, for you don't forget that party. You know what I'm saying? But we change our names, we change our image, and we do everything we can to accommodate that. And we become our nicknames for the rest of our lives
Yep.
amongst each other.
And people will call you what your character is too.
Exactly.
Once you display a
Exactly.
character, if you play basketball, you get on the court and you play street ball on a regular basis. Based on how you play, you will get a street ball. Gonna call you something on that
Right.
court, and that's gonna stick with you. In your behaviors, when you hang around people, you might do something that catch people's attention, and they're gonna give you a nickname, no matter what your name was. Like when I went in the military, once I got hanging around my buddies, I was given the name Red Man. That was the first name outside of my family giving me a name that I was called was Red Man, and that stuck. Everybody called me Red Man for a long, long freaking time. Red Man, Red Man, Red Man. Period. And then once I got out the military, came back home, my life shifted. Then that brought on other names. I can't give all my pseudonyms. That gave other names that people would call, right? And then, but as your character evolves, then people will start to label your character, and that's what that nickname is, which is a display of who you really are in the core, in the moment at that time.
Yeah, right there.
Call yourself what you want.
Some little nigga over there.
Dang, I left. Is everybody going? I can't hear nothing. My headset in. I'm back. Y'all don't just leave and stuff on that left. Thought somebody left. Yeah. All right, we back. A couple more minutes anyway. At least some people understand what I'm talking about, man. I really wanted the ones that actually called themselves. I need to do a part two to this though. I want the ones that actually, they got us in their name and stuff, and I want them to explain the if not part, because all of them gonna say if not. Let me see something. Mhm. Oh yeah, for sure, man. I probably about to call it to myself. Might as well. I got on so late today, man. I usually get off try to get off at 9:30. About to be 9:30 right now, so I got on so late. I'll probably be able to get on a little early tomorrow if I do my workout and stuff. So I'm gonna catch y'all, man. All right, Spidey, I see you in here, man. I catch you, brother. So, let's see the glasses.